Talk to me about you and your fiance, man. Like that's something that you,
Junelle.
yeah, that's your happy place.
Oh man, me and Junelle have a long relationship because a lot of it was through on again, off again friendships. She slid into my DMs.
No way.
And she claims she wasn't looking for love. But I'm gonna be honest, you don't just slide into somebody's DMs
Come on, brother.
for no reason.
Come on, sister. Come on, you know what you was
and
sliding.
look at where we are now. Come on.
You know where you were sliding.
You knew what you was doing.
You know it was bumpy in them sitting there.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was very distant at first. I was like, I don't really know you. Of course she's in the track world, but it's like I don't really
She
know
run
you.
track?
I don't know. Yeah. She's a two-time Olympian.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Olympic medalist, world championship medalist.
Y'all been running straight to love, ain't you?
Well, the thing, it took 9 years because we met, or she slid in 2017, but we didn't start dating until 2022.
Who said I love you first?
I did.
Gotcha.
I don't be honest, but I don't know. She might have put a spell on me or something. When we was talking as friends, this is back in 2018, she's like, I bet you gonna be my husband. What? And see, I have a thing about that. I don't like people to tell me what I'm going to do. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't, but I really that's one of my triggers. Somebody tells me what to do, it's like, ooh, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But if you suggest or ask me to do something, I'm very willing. But yeah, in that moment, she's like, you're gonna be my husband. So I was very yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, buddy.
Give me the story behind, how you proposed.
So she was determined that she was not going to be surprised when I proposed to her. She's like, yeah, I know. I'm a no. You can't keep a secret. So, my competitive nature had come out. I'm like, oh, you know. Okay. Bet. I had turned my end of season weekend party into the proposal. So the whole time I'm inviting guests, but she's only been once or twice. So she doesn't know how these usually go. So I'm inviting guests. It's like, all right, this is my friends. And she's like, oh yeah, these are your friends. She's like, well, can we invite some of mine? I mean, it's kind of my thing, but I guess we can invite some of your friends. They already been invited. They got invited 3 months ago.
Wait, you knew 3 months?
No.
When did you know?
When I knew when we were going to get married, 6 months into the relationship.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
Again, we had been friends for 7 years before that. I knew.
What? Okay. What were some of the signs?
I think one of the strongest signs was one day she came to me and she's like, yeah, that's why I don't get caught up in your track persona. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, that track, what you do at track meets, that's for the enjoyment of whatever everybody else sees. That's not the guy I fell in love with. The guy I fell in love with was the person who's at home, who's not as loud and rambunctious, but at the same time has his own thoughts and opinions. That's the guy that I like. I don't get caught up in that other guy. And I was like, oh shit, she done figure me out. Okay. Yeah, this the one.
Wow.
And the fact that, I'm a true believer that God gives you signs. I got into a relationship over COVID and we stopped talking because I was respecting the relationship because we had chemistry. But this is the person that I was in the relationship and I was going to give my everything to that person. So we were not friends. We didn't talk. We didn't text.
With that separate person?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So she was in a relationship. I was in a relationship. We didn't talk. We didn't text. We didn't even know if we were going to be friends again. I broke up and somehow we found ourselves back again as friends. And
was she still in a relationship?
She was coming out of a relationship.
Now, what are those signs? It's like,
It was very shocking to hear that she was coming out of a relationship at the same time as me. We also, over the 7-year period of friendship, had only met in person 3 years or 3 times.
Wow.
because she lived in Jamaica. I lived in Florida. She was also running track, so she had to train. I had to train. We had one time where we met outside of a track meet and 2 times where we met at a track meet. And I was like,
She was probably
every
looking
time.
at her situation.
Exactly.
Like, oh, he ready? Hey, I appreciate everything that you done did.
Nah.
But that over there, I gotta go tend to that. So I gotta make myself available. No hard feelings, but
No, it wasn't like that. But it sounds like that, but it wasn't like that.
yeah.
But yeah, it was like there's no reason that we should be meeting this often. I just constantly felt that God was just like pushing us closer and closer together. And I was like, all right, God, I'm gonna ask her to be my girlfriend. We're gonna date for 3 months.
Does
If this
that
goes
happen?
well, then we're gonna continue. If it doesn't, we're gonna go back to being friends. I asked her to be my girlfriend. I gave her the idea, let's try this 3-month trial out.
Did you go to Jamaica or she came to?
She actually ended up moving to the US
Okay.
for track. So not for me, for track. And the 3 months went great. And I was like, all right. And then 3 months later, we're dating and I'm like, yeah, this is the one. This is the one.
And then how long after that until?
It took another year and a half. So I knew she was the one in 2023 of January, but I didn't propose to her until 2024 in November.